Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bliss Essence. I definitely owe you guys an update. I have not been making content for a few weeks. There is a reason why, and I'm gonna get all into it. This video is mainly about life updates and not about manifestation, but it might also cover manifestation because my life updates kind of related to manifestation. But anyways, let's catch up. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was why I haven't been making content in the past few weeks. And it's literally just been because I've been hitting some major roadblocks with manifestations. Not anymore as much, but in the past few weeks. And even though I felt like I knew all the right tools, what to do, how to manifest, like what tools do you need, things were just not clicking. And so I just went into research mode. I was like, I gotta take a step back. Like, I'm doing too much. And a lot of you who have practiced manifestation know a little bit more about this topic will also realize that this is something that happens as life events progress. I'm not saying that, like, you can manifest anything you want. At the same time, sometimes we get in our own ways when life events happen in life, So, that being said, I went down a research hole and more so to learn from different people explaining manifestation to me so that something clicked in my body. I took notes, but one thing I didn't do immediately was test things out. I was like, I'm just listening, let's hear it out. And I think and if you're a fire sign, you might be able to relate to this, or if you're just an impatient human being, you might be able to relate to this. I was focused on just doing, doing, doing. I was like, yeah, like if I do this action, it comes true, right? And then I'm like, what is going on? The problem is, I learned as I was listening to different people's explanations that manifestation is not more so about an action always, it's about embodiment, right? And so many people say that I will explain more and for like more content that's coming up. This is just an update, but basically, I was kind of looking to crack the code. Like, what have I been doing? How have I been limiting myself? And it was just like this frustrating, like, loop, like, consistent loop. And honestly, I just wanted to do this not just for me, because I mean, it's great, but to know how to manifest things pretty quickly. At the same time, I just wanted to explain it to you guys in a way that might also help you embody and it just not be as performative, right? So that was one of the things, or one of the reasons why I hadn't been making content because I wanted to truly figure out what was going on, take a step back, and see what I've been doing in my manifestation approach. There's a lot more content coming on things that I have manifested now that I've kind of got the hang of things, and that will come in a bit. Another factor or life update that's been impacting and influencing a lot of my lack of content is I'm moving. So while all of that was happening, I've also been moving, packing things, you know how things take over. Plus I'm starting school again, going back to work, so there's a lot of transitions going on this season and I'm prepping for like this full energetic semester with lots of jam-packed stuff going on, honestly. And I needed some time to prep for that. That's pretty much it. The third thing that I want to kind of bring up is things that I've realized about manifestation while I was taking this step back and trying to figure out what was going on. The biggest thing I learned was that if your nervous system doesn't feel safe receiving, you can do all the affirmations in the world, you can do all the visualizations in the world. It doesn't matter because the goal is that when you receive that thing, right, or when you have everything you want in your entire life, why would your body be in a fight or flight mode? And that can be tough depending on different individuals. Like trauma is a big factor that can influence that when your body is just in fight or flight, even when you're like, I'm safe. I told her I'm safe. Like, what? So that is something I will touch upon in the next few videos or content. I don't know what the order is. I haven't organized it yet, but just letting you know. I also focused mainly on recalibrating, getting the version of me that just feels safe and calm, like neutral, not not overly excited, not overly depressed, like just neutral. Because a lot of times, eventually, if you're gonna make something your new normal, you'll have neutrality towards it. You might have gratitude towards it still, but there's still a sense of neutrality because it's now not your new normal. Now, going off of some things that I did manifest, I will say some of the things I've been able to manifest have been coming in like within 10 minutes, honestly. Some of them take their time, some of them don't. And that's the thing. Like, I can sit here and be like, yes, manifestation's instant, but the concept is to believe that it's instant so that it happens faster, or you're persistent up until it happens. And so that, and whether that be through affirmation, for me personally, I've realized as somebody who has been doing a lot of somatic work, that wish fulfillment meditations where you just are like, okay, this is my life, morning and night, have been very calming, very relaxing, and even like help with anxiety because it's like asking yourself like the miracle question, right? What if everything in the world was solved? Like, what if your problems were solved? All your problems. Think about them, and then what if they were all solved today? Now what? How's your body acting? That's something that kind of put me and my body into this mindset of like, oh, okay, well, I would just be chilling, right? I wouldn't be worrying about any of this. Lastly, I another reason why I have been offline from the Bliss Essence for a little bit was because I've just been spending a lot of time with my friends and family before I move and wanted to enjoy some connection time, and that's pretty much it. Now, in terms of what is coming next, now that I'm starting to get my footing in again, I'll be trying to post more consistently, especially about what I've learned through this whole reset thing. Um, and if you've been in a weird transition too, or your manifestations have felt stuck, like you're gonna want to stick around for a lot of this content, I will say. And we're gonna try to balance it all. And the I have been noticing, I would like to preface, I don't want to dismiss it. A lot has been going on in this world. A lot. Like astrologically, politically, like everything, just everything. It's a Mars year. Mars is the planet of like war, and aggression and assertion. So it's been tough for all zodiac signs. It's not like Aries and Scorpio might be a little familiar with the energy, but that doesn't mean it's been tough. It's definitely been very like abrupt, like deal with it now or just then crash out. And this is definitely a year where you cannot avoid a lot of problems. So that's another factor I've been noticing in a lot of my relationships, friendships, that it's been more obvious, I guess, instead of being able to like hide it under the covers or something like that. So, yeah, that's where I've been, not gone. I'm just trying to become. And let me know in the comments if you've been having a similar season. I love hearing your reflections too. I would love to know more input. This year has not been easy for a lot of zodiac signs, and I would love to hear how you're doing. So, yeah, and make sure to follow the Bliss Essence on Instagram, keep track on our website, follow our YouTube channel, TikTok. There's more to come, and I will see you in the next video.